Make sure you click on the link below right now. Go to JacksonvilleMartialArtsFitness.com and call our number 904-551-4348. And I'm going to hook you up with a free week of martial arts and fitness training. All you got to do to get started is click on that link below. It's in the description box of this video. And go to that link, and on the top right of the website, you're going to see your telephone number. Give that number a call. Again, it's 904-551-4348. Give us a call, and I'll see you in class.
Okay, the next series, the 4 and out. We're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 2. We're going to do the bob and weave, 2 punches, the bob and weave, and then get out. Take a look at how it looks here. In slow motion, 1, 2, 3, 2. Weave, 2 punches, and quarter turn as we get out. We'll take a look at it again from this angle so you guys get to see the footwork as well. 1, 2, 3, 2. Weave. Okay. Medium speed. Let's look at it at this angle. One more time from this angle. You guys try it out. Okay, kicking technique number 2, the left round kick or the left switch kick. As we said before, power comes from the rear in Muay Thai. So what happens with the left kick is, because traditionally a lot of the Muay Thai fighters are left lead, or whether or not you call it left lead, your lead leg is going to be in the front. What we do is to switch that and put it in the rear so we develop the same type of power as we did with the right round kick. So, get your kick stance, and when you switch, I'm going to do this in slow motion, this is not how it's done, but I'm breaking it down for you. We bring the rear leg up with the heel already presented off the ground. We bring the lead leg back, And what's going to happen is the shoulder and the lead hip still remain in the front. So it's not a lead switch like you see in other arts that happens here. It's just the legs that are switching. This switches, the shoulder remains here, and the hip remains presented, and then the kick happens. So if we look at the switch here without the kick, it looks like this. When we look at it from the side, you will see that it's not a big switch. So it's not a switch here and here, because we want to have speed as well. So the switch is right here. And that's the switch in isolation. Let's look at it with the pads. The next member of this family is going to finish with the right knee and then the left kick, sorry. So it's going to be jab cross, right knee, switch kick. Let's look at it in regular speed. Other angle. You guys try it out. Okay guys, we're going to look at the first kicking technique, the right round kick. There's a lot of stuff that goes on when people do their kicks. Everybody's got a personal flavor, so what we're going to try to do is give you a basic general guideline of how to get a lot of power and how to keep the form as shown to us by Master Chai. You take your basic kick stance, and here's where you are. And what's going to happen is the theory of the small circle to the big circle kind of applies. We do a little circle with the left hand, and what that does is starts activating the shoulder and the turning of the lead hip and the turning of the lead foot. As that is presented, the rear hip is going to drive as we make a bigger circle. So it's a little circle, big circle, 1, 2. And if you just look at the upper body here, this is the trigger, and then the rear goes in. Now as we go to the middle body, this is a trigger here, and then the rear hip goes in. Now as we go to the lower body, this is the trigger, and then the rear kick comes up. We're not actually looking at the mechanics of the kick yet, we're just looking at how to generate power. There's a lot of controversy or different opinions on where the hands go. Some people do this and hit, and that's really great for presenting all of the rear side in there. Now with the advent of Muay Thai in MMA, and even if you look at older Muay Thai, you see that when it came from Kabir Kabrang, like Master Chai showed us, if you have the two swords in the hand, you don't drop the sword so much, you just go right here, and you go with your little circle, big circle, and you present both hands a little bit out. So this happens here as you kick. Okay? So you're in kick stance, and when we shadow box, there are two basic ways that we do the kick. We can either just go here and just let it kind of just whip out because of the amount of power that these kicks have. We don't want to stop our bodies. Or we throw a little bit of power and make the circle. So small circle, big circle, small circle, big circle, and the hip rotates, and now with the cover and coming back here. Okay guys, you can take a look at how the kick looks on the pads. This next member we're going to do in the series is going to end with the right elbow. So when we do the right elbow, it comes right after the right cross. We hit the cross, and the way this was explained to me by my immediate instructor, Kun Kru Dwight Woods, is that sometimes you hit someone and they bounce off of the rope, and the partner does the distance for you. Sometimes you hit the guy and he moves back. You got to follow and use that chip step in. Whichever one you guys do, it's important that you share that with your students so they understand the context of how to follow up from punching range into elbow range. Let's look at it in slow motion. Right round kick, left hook, right cross, and my partner makes a distance for me, and I chip in. In the second version, right round kick, left hook, and I hit, and he bounces off the rope, comes towards me, and I hit with the elbow. So either he makes a distance for you, or you make the distance for yourself. But as you can tell, the elbow is shorter than my arm, so somebody's got to make that distance. Let's look at it in real speed, and I'm going to ask my partner for these 2 reps to come into me and make the distance for me. and the other angle. This one, I'm going to make the distance for myself, so I will follow him a little bit. Your turn. The next counter-offensive series is going to be the low cover series. So look at it from here. We do the 1-2, and that's open there. So he hits low, and I cover low. So the uppercut, lead uppercut, cross, and hook. Now this is open, so he hits low, and I hit the uppercut, hook, and we're done. One more time. Jab, cross to the low cover, 3, and low cover to 2. One more time. Jab, cross, cover low. Okay, now we look at it with a little bit more speed. One more time. You guys try it out. In the last member of this family, in the jab cross series, we're going to end with the switch knee and then the switch kick. So it's all going to be on the left side. Look at it in slow motion. Jab cross, switch knee, hang, and kick. Okay? So, regular speed. Hang! Switch angles. Your turn. In this second variation of the Lin Chun, what we're going to do here is insert the 4-count series from the left round kick. In slow motion, this is how it looks. Catch a jab, insert on the cross with your own cross, cover the left, and then parry with the straight knee versus his cross, tang. Then we insert the 4-count here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Regular speed. Push, push, tang, push, oi. One more time. Push, tang, oi, push. Other angle. Push, tang, oi, push. Hang! Okay, first member in the jab cross series, jab cross to left round kick to right round kick. In slow motion, left jab, right cross, left kick, right kick. Okay, depending on how your partner feeds, you will step into the right kick after the left. So we go here, your partner steps back, and then you follow up here. Sometimes you have to readjust, and that's just like in a fight, just like life. So I hit the switch kick here, and I will do the replace step because he's not moving, and then finish with the right round kick. The better you get at this, it actually makes no difference. You're just going with the flow. You guys try this out now. Regular speed. Let's look at the other angle. Your turn. Okay, the second part of this family is going to end with the right round kick. So we start with the right round kick, we end with the right round kick. In slow motion, here's how it looks. Right round kick, left hook, right cross, finish with the right round kick. Okay, regular speed. Let's look at the other angle. You guys guys try this out. Sawatika. Welcome to Basic Stances in Thai Boxing. Hope you guys enjoy this block. Okay, the last memo of this series is going to end with the boxing punch, the right cross. Sometimes there's a different rhythm in this one because it goes from one kick into a fast boxing combination. So it doesn't always sound, when you're having your students in a class, it doesn't always sound like a 4 count. It sounds like 1 and then 1, 2, 3. You guys will hear it right now. In slow motion, the left kick to cross, hook, cross. The left round kick to the overlap, to the right cross, over left, right cross. Regular speed. And the other angle. You guys try it out. Okay, so the second member in this family we're going to look at, it's going to be jab cross to the right round kick and then to the left. In slow motion, this is how it looks. 1, 2, right kick, left kick. Regular speed. The other angle. Your turn. Okay, the second member of the left round kick series. We're going to start with the left kick and we're going to finish with the left kick. So it looks like this in slow motion. We go switch kick, right, left, and switch kick again. Okay, so the first one, we went left and ended all the way on the right. Now we start left and end again on the left side. Check it out, guys. We change the angle. You guys try this out. Straight in. Make sense? Number 2. I hit the jab. He hits the jab. Off to the side. Right turn. Right angle turn. Hook. Cross. So cross, sorry. And then left kick at the end. Left body kick. Anybody confused? Okay. So, let me use you. I hit the jab. You hit me back. Right? See that? Okay, so I hit the jab, you hit me back. Up, bang. That's what I do. I hit the jab, you hit back, jab. Up, my cross is in, hook cross, right round kick. That's number 1. I hit the jab, I get out, I hit back my cross. Got it? Number 2, I hit the jab, I move off to the line, cross on the right angle, left body kick. You got the 2? Okay, number 1, watch Blake and me do it. 3. It's only 2. I hit the jab, number 1, and I receive the jab, and I go straight in with the cross. That's the first one. And I cross across, right kick. Number 2, I hit the jab, I move off the line on his jab, cross, hook, cross, and then left body kick. Okay? So, first one, I hit jab, you hit jab, I go out, in. Got that? Number 2, I hit jab, you hit jab, I go off the line, pivot, and then finish. Got it? It's 2. Let's go. Okay guys, we're going to look at the kick on the pad with our partner. And what we're going to do is we're going to break it up into the various motions and then add to it so that it's one full, complete motion. First thing I'm going to do is try to get my kick stance, and I'm going to try to align myself with his front toe and my front toe. So Master Chai talks about cutting off the power. The way we cut off the power is to realign ourselves from toe to toe, and we're here. To get more power, I want to align myself with his front toe and my front toe. much like the way boxers do from toe to toe, so that I have this entire arc as I turn in for my kick. Okay, as we break it down, what's going to happen here is I'm going to make the small circle only and just do the pivot with the heel and the rear and the lead hip turning as I kick. Just doing it at that basic motion. Here's how it looks. So as you can see, the body's relaxed, I'm hitting, but there's still something missing. But this is how we break it down so you guys get to generate more and more power. Just the lead hand doing the small circle. One more time. Okay, what's going to happen now is we're going to engage the rear circle. So the lead hand does the little circle, the rear hand does the bigger circle, and what's going to happen is I'm going to present the shoulder into the pad and thus presenting my hip into the pad. So whereas you see some people sometimes kicking and their axis is backward, that means my power is not going into the pad. Muay Thai is big on power. So we want to emphasize that, and we want to maximize our power into the pad. So this turns and this turns, so when we hit, we present the rear side forward. And my partner will tell me, is this hand, you guys will see it as we do more drills, but is this hand doing a good cross cover? And is this hand either up or off to the side with my rear shoulder now presenting? And that's where the form comes in. So, one more time, we put it all together. That's your round kick. Okay guys, we're going to look at some basic boxing skills. So what I want you to do is to get into your basic box stance. You're going to get your front toe in line with your rear heel. It's a bit more long on the vertical line. We pretend like we put the shawl on, or we put a towel and wrap ourselves this way. That gets our shoulders up without being tense. And here we are in our basic boxing stance. Now we're going to do punch number one, which is a jab. When we hit the jab, it goes straight out and comes back. One point that Master Chuck always makes a point about is the delay of the shoulder. So when we hit, we don't just bring it back. So you can see how my chin gets exposed as I bring it back. I'm going to hit, delay, and then bring it back. Hit, delay the shoulder, chin still covered, then bring it back. So that's your lead jab and back. Right cross, same idea, bring it back. Right cross and bring it back. So we're going to look at the jab and the cross from the other angle. Now the right cross. The other angle, left jab, right cross. When you finish your right cross, you're going to see that you're locked and loaded for the over left. So your rear leg and your rear knee is pointing to your front knee. And if you just look at the bottom part of me here, I'm going to turn and pivot with my over left. Now that the hands come back up, that's your right cross, and you're ready for your over left. Right cross to over left or the left hook. Look at it from the side. Right cross and over left. Over left. Over left. Other angle. Jab, right cross, and now punch number 4 is the rear uppercut. So here we are. There's a slight dip as we lock and load this hand. It's still on the chin, and then we hit the uppercut. The other angle, slight dip, still covered as we hit the rear uppercut. And the last angle. Last basic punch we're going to look at is the lead uppercut. Other side dips, just like when we did the cross, we align our bodies this way and hit the lead uppercut. other angle. And punch number 6 is the rear overhand. We're going to look at it just with one hand for a second. It goes over his punches, my head dips off to the side and hits it like so. So what's going to happen, both hands up, box stance. You can see my elbow coming up as I'm hitting. Last, second angle. And from this angle. Those are your 6 basic punches. Okay guys, we're looking at the 7 count drills now. So this first variation is from the left to the right to the left. It starts with a basic 4 count from the left and then ends up going to the right and then ending off with the left round kick again. We look at it in slow motion. Switch left kick, right cross, left hook, right round kick. Left hook, right cross, left switch kick. Okay, let's look at it a couple times at regular speed. From the other side. Okay, the left switch kick on the pads. So at first, what we're going to do is just get the idea of doing the switch and getting the leg into the pad. Then we work on turning the hip over and presenting the power and that rear side, which was once lead, but now it's rear, and driving through the pad. So right from here, just the switch and getting the leg to touch the pad. Remember, we want to align ourselves toe-to-toe with our partner. Switch and kick. Just getting the leg on the pad. And then what we want to do is now, as we hit here, instead of this angle where the hip is backward, we want to turn it over so that the hip faces you guys. So if we were here and the hip is still behind, we turn it over so that we present the hip forward and we get all that power in there. You guys try it out. 7 count drills, second variation. We're going to start on the right, go to the left, and then go back to the right. So it's the right kick, 4 count series, and then inserting left, right, and then back to the right side. Take a look at it in slow motion. Right round kick, left, right, left kick, right cross, left hook, right round kick again. Let's look at it in regular speed. Change the angle. The next family, or the next member of the first family, the left round kick family, is going to be ending with the right knee. And in Thai boxing, when you hit the knee, you say tang, and there's a legend that says that means spear. So when we hit the knee, if he just stands like a normal person, you'll see that this knee does nothing to him if it goes straight up. What we're going to do now is we're going to pick up the knee like so and present it into the partner. We're going to punch him with our knee. So the hip drives forward into him. We're still going to get up on the tippy toes with this leg, and we're going to present the hip as we turn in, tang, on the way out. Okay, in slow motion, the entire series looks like this. Go left round kick, right cross, left hook, present the hands, and spear with the knee, tang. you'll notice that my partner feeds this way so that the force goes like a punch into him, as opposed to all the way down where he's training me to hit, not a spearing motion. Excellent. Let's look at the combo now in regular speed. Bang! Bang! One more time. Bang! One more angle. Bang! Bang! Your turn, guys. Okay, guys, we've come to the last member of the family that starts with the right round kick in your 4-count drills. This one ends with a punch. So it's going to go in slow motion, right round kick, over left, right cross, and over left again. Since the over left, and I borrow this from the JKD concepts, I know it's a little bit out of Muay Thai, but it's a finisher. So in a fight, we're entering with a kick, we're following up with some punches, and we're going to finish. When we finish with that punch, we're going to do the chip step or the footwork that we learned from Master Chai. So it's cocked, locked and loaded, and then we pivot and drop the bomb on our over left. It looks like this, slow motion, one time. Regular speed. Let's look at it from the other angle. Your turn. Okay guys, we're now looking at the second series of the 4-count offensive Thai boxing drills. This one is called the right round kick series. So everything starts with the right round kick, and actually the first 3 motions are all the same. Right round kick, left hook, right cross, and then we change the last motion. This first drill ends with the switch kick or the left round kick. So in slow motion, here's how it looks. Right round kick, left hook, right cross, left round kick. Regular speed, 1. Let's look at the other angle. Right round kick, left hook, right cross, and left switch kick. Regular speed. You guys try it out. Tang! Tang! Okay guys, we're going to look at your 2 basic stances, your box stance and your kick stance. I have this training aid here. It's a staff, and what it allows me to illustrate is that in the box stance, if you just look at my feet for a second, my front toe, which is turned in at about 45 degrees, is going to be in line with my rear heel. Okay, so you're going to have a front toe in line with your rear heel. The rear heel is, like Master Chai likes to say, on the tippy toes. Back in the old days, my instructor Dwight Woods used to tell us we had both feet on the tippy toes, so it actually was here. But right now, we're going to look at the front toe in line with the rear heel off the ground. As we come up to the hands, both elbows are straight down. Rear hand is just here, cheek well, and lead hand is right in front in the eye line. Master Chai said sometimes that it's like your hands are with the 2 thumbs coming out and then just bring it right in. That allows your lead shoulder to be up, and this is your basic box stance. We're going to switch so you can see it from the side. That's your basic box stance. Now we want to go on to the kick stance. The kick stance is you're going to take the rear leg where most of our power kicks come from, and instead of the line being vertical, it's going to be horizontal. So whereas in the box stance I was here, I'm going to take my rear leg and bring it up so that I'm still toe and heel in a line, but it's going to be now on the horizontal line. So here is the box stance, and here is the kick stance. When we look to the upper body now, we become a little bit more erect, and there's a slight opening up of the elbows. Not like you see in the movies and stuff, but just a slight little bit. So it goes from here to here. Back from box stance, kick stance. Box stance, kick stance. One more time from the side. Got the box stance and your kick stance. Depending on the fighters and stuff you see, as we talked about, like my instructor talks about, both feet on the tippy toes like Master Chai. So we see sometimes from the box stance here and both feet here on the kick stance. Box, kick, box, kick. Okay guys, it's your turn. Okay, in the third member of this family, we're going to end with the right knee. Now remember, the word that they use, tang, when they do their knee and they say tang, it translates into spear. So you want to make sure that when you hit your knee, it's a punching motion. The knee comes up and punches into the guy as we say tang. So my partner will feed to replicate that motion by feeding a flat pad in line with his body like so. Tang. And like Ajahn Chai says, up on the tippy toes and pivot that hip, drive it into the pad. Tang. Okay, from the top. Right round kick. Left hook. Right cross. And tang. Regular speed. Tang. Tang. Other angle. Tang. Your turn. Okay guys, we thought we'd put a little bit of Lin Chun or light sparring at this point in the series for you. We're going to show you how to include what you already have as your skills in the 4 count and insert it into some counter-offensive Thai boxing here. We're going to take it slow and then speed it up and hope you guys have a lot of fun with this series. This is one of our favorites from Master Chai, and we hope it's our way of showing respect to him. Okay, you're going to take the jab and use the hot plate method. The reason we use the hot plate is a lot of times, as Ajahn Chai says, many times he said that this is a precursor to the kicks. So if I'm right here and I take the jab here, I'm going to get drilled with the kick right away. So what we want to do is use the hot plate method. My partner is going to feed jab cross, but you're going to see a change in the rhythm. When he hits the jab, I'm out. And then when he guns after me with the cross, I pat it down and hit my own cross. Cover on the left and insert. Okay, this is going to shock your partner's neck a little bit. So for training, I'm going to insert on his trap muscle right here, just for safety. I'm going to keep my head down. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm actually losing my form, but I'm going to do it one more time so you see with good form. After here, we're going to insert our 4 count from the right. So it's going to be right round kick, over left, right cross, and left round kick. Okay, let's look at it at regular speed so that you guys can see how it looks. One more time. Let's change the angle. And remember, let your partner understand this. He throws jab cross. I'm right here. He throws jab cross. I'm not there. When I use the hot plate method, by getting out, he's got to come in after me. So it's going to change the rhythm. Your turn. The next member in this series is going to end with the right elbow. When we look at the elbow by itself, here's how it looks. I'm going to present my own cover. I'm going to pick up my hand like so. And I'm going to imagine I take a knife and I slash him with the knife. When I do that, I'm going to present my elbow. When I hit the target, I'm going to bring the back of my hand onto my chest, which presents the best part, the point of my elbow. So, in isolation, it looks like this. And that's how we hit the sock. So, we put it together, left round kick in slow motion, switch kick, right cross, left hook, sock, and regular speed. Change the angle. Your turn, guys. Okay, 4 counts, offensive Thai boxing drills. There are 3 families, and the first one is the left round kick series. Check it out. You're going to look at it in slow motion. It's going to be the left round kick, starts all of these in the left round kick series. So, the first one is switch kick, left round kick. 1, step into the right cross, left hook, and the first one finishes with the right round kick. Okay, so let's look at it from different angles. Again. Take a look at it from this angle. You guys try this out. Okay guys, what we're going to do now is look at a very basic kickboxing combination, or Thai boxing for Muay Thai. And what's going to happen now is we're going to break it down really simple. We're just going to do 1 punch and 1 kick. So we're going to replace that circle motion that we were doing before with our punching and then getting our kicks in there. So it's going to be really simple. It's going to be left to right and left right back to left. So it's left jab to right round kick. Now as we look at our partner here, I want you guys to pay attention to how he's going to feed. When we feed for the kick by itself, if he drops the pad, which you see a lot of times like this, what it forces me to do is to kick up. So a lot of times there's this sort of kicking, and guys are really kicking, putting a lot of emphasis there. But in actuality, if he moves the pad and he just stands like a human being, you can see that if I'm kicking up, I'm probably not hitting much, except maybe if he stands in fighting position. Now I'm learning to kick into his elbow. That's not so good for me. Okay? In fact, one of the defenses or counter-offensive to the kick would be to put the elbow there. So, I want to learn how to turn it in. So if he just stands in fighting position, I want to be able to kick and turn my kick into this guy. Kick and turn into him. So when he feeds the pads, he should replicate that surface by feeding as close to vertical as possible. It's not going to be perfectly vertical, and of course he wants to recruit his muscles, so it's going to be kind of like a 45-degree. In the old days, when the guys were much taller than Master Chai, you would see them even stoop down because it allowed for them to give him a horizontal plane so that when he kicked, it would still be good form for him. What we're going to do now is demand a little bit more on our partner, because I'm going to be hitting the left punch and then right away to the right round kick. This is coordination not just for me, but it's for him as well. So we're going to take that same small circle, big circle idea, and what I learned from Eric Paulson, who's actually a pretty good student of Master Chai as well, that this is the ripcord or the lawnmower effect. So when I hit the jab, I'm going to rip my rear hip into that pad. Okay? Just for this drill, we're going to kind of break the rule of the toe to heel so that you guys can see it a little bit better, so my partner doesn't have to move too much out of camera. So, in slow motion, I'm going to hit the jab, and I will leave it there in slow motion. He puts it ready because I want to train this motion. I don't want to train this motion. Pull back and kick. This is about synchronizing my body. So I want to train, hit the jab, and as that hand comes in, I put the right round kick in. Now we do it at basic speed. Okay, using the same idea, what we're going to do now is hit the jab cross, and that will disguise our switch. Look at it from this position. 1, 2, and then we do nothing, and then we switch. It's easy to see the switch. You got to remember, nothing's happening offensively here. We're not going to pause there, but you want to sometimes disguise that. So, if we go jab cross, and then the switch happens, and then the kick comes out. Jab cross, switch kick. So with the partner now, what I'm going to do is, because he's got a feet on this side, we can just use one pad for the jab cross. We go jab cross, and then the switch. And you will see when I hit the cross, my shoulder is already back here, but what's going to happen is the lead shoulder will present itself still as we switch into the kick. So in slow motion, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we put it together. If you want and you're able to do it just the jab to the switch kick, that's fine, or the jab cross to the switch kick. So let's do 2 and 2. Jab, switch kick. And now we do jab cross to the switch kick. You guys try it out. Okay, we're going to look at some counter-offensive boxing series. First one. We're going to do it slow so that you guys see. Jab cross, hook, cross. Then the counter-offensive from the high cover. So there's the high cover to the hook to the cross. Okay, one more time. We're going to go jab, cross, hook, cross, cover high. And we're going to hit 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to cover high again. We're going to hit 2, 3, 2. That's our high series counter-offensive boxing. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 2. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Cover. 2, 3, 2. Okay? You guys get a look at it on a medium speed now. Your turn. Okay guys, this is the third family of the 4-count series. It's the jab cross series. So everything starts with the first 2 motions, which is jab cross, and then we're going to vary the motions thereafter. So the first one we're going to look at is left jab, right cross, left round kick, and the right round kick. Take a look at how it looks with my partner on the pads. 8-count drills. What we're looking at here is a counter-offensive series, but the rhythm of his offensive and my counters is a little bit different to what you guys have done before. So we're going to take it slow and build up to it. Take a look at how it looks. The long foot jab that he hits is aimed at my chest. It's called a long foot jab because it's with his lead leg, and it's also called teep. Teep. Nice. I do the outside parry, and again, just for your students, when we say outside, we're talking about the outside of his body or the outside of his limb. So when he hits the foot jab, I'm going to go with the outside parry. Now, we're going to delay that a little bit so I can kick the right round kick low. So, he goes 1, teep, and right round kick low as I let it go. Third motion, I'm going to go with the regular right round kick. Now right from here, the inside cover versus his over left. I'm going to hit my right elbow, sock, and my left elbow, sock. He's going to hit his cross versus breaking number 2, tang, and finish off with the right round kick. Okay, so we look at it medium speed because I want this to be a teaching drill so that you guys pick up on what's going on. Teep. Push. Push. Sock. Push. Hang. One more time. Teep. Push. 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 Hang. Take a look at the other angle, guys. Again in slow motion, he does the teep, long foot jab, parry with the delay, let it go into the low right round kick, to the regular right round kick, cover high, inside elbow cover, to the first sock, second elbow, straight knee number 2, tang, follow up with the right round kick. Regular speed. Swoosh, swoosh, tang, oi. Push, up, hang. Hi, Master Chai. What's up? I'm here with Carlos Redlick, Associate Instructor in the TBA, and we're here at Kun Kru Dwight School. We just finished up a project that we're really excited about, Arjan. It's MuayThaiDVDs.com. It has us filming all the basic TBA drills that we learned from you, and we want to make it available on a monthly program, so people pay like 19, 20 bucks a month to be a member of this website, and they get videos every week streaming to their computer. Arjan, we really appreciate all that you've given to us, and we're going to ask you for one more thing, which is to blast this out in an email, or if we can say that we have your permission, because that's really what we would like, and not to be disrespectful in any way, because we know this is the proper way. Also, we'd like to figure out a way so that we can send you a small percentage of the subscription, so that as this goes to all the members of the TBA, that the TBA can benefit as well. I hope this message finds you well. I look forward to seeing you soon. Best regards from my wife Nella and from Carlos, Kun Kru Dwight, everybody here in Miami. Thank you, Master Chai. Okay guys, we're going to look at basic offensive boxing combinations. So before we get into combos, let's look at the single punch. The most basic single punch is your jab. So my partner is going to feed, pay respects just before, and box stands, and there's the jab. So he's going to feed the jab with his left to left. And if you notice that what he's doing is he's stepping off the angle so that he can let me hit on center line. When he does the right cross, he's going to step off the angle and let me hit the right cross. So one more time. Left jab, and then he steps off the angle and he feeds the right cross. Or sometimes that can be the jab cross. He steps off and... Okay, so one more time. He just does the jab. And this drill can just be done to check your partner's form. We can move around, but for the sake of the camera, we're just going to stay right here. So he sees that I have the delay in the shoulder, that my rear hand is up, my chin's protected, and all the good stuff that you need in offensive boxing. So, just the lead jab, jab cross, jab, jab cross. Okay, second combination, jab cross hook or jab cross over left. Okay, third combination, we're going to go jab cross over left to right cross again, otherwise known as the first 4 count. When we add the counter-offensive motions, that's known as the 4 and out. So we're going to work with the basic 4. Okay guys, what we're going to do now is change it up, and we're going to hit multiple times with one hand. So we're going to hit the jab to the lead uppercut, the rear cross, the lead over left again. So in slow motion, the jab comes, little dip, lead uppercut, cross, over left. One more time, jab, uppercut, cross, and over left. Jab, uppercut, cross, and over left. It can sometimes change to the lead uppercut one more time. So let's look at that variation again. 1, 5, 2, 5, or 1, 5, 2, over left, 3. And putting it all together. And that's your basic counts in the offensive boxing.